Hey, Young Living, how is everybody doing today? I'm so excited to go live today on our Make a Shift training. We have some great things lined up for you today. And we have an amazing leader who's on our call today, Angela Lehman. She's a platinum out of Arizona. I've been working with her a lot for the last several years, and she is absolutely incredible, has been utilizing our Make a Shift kits, and she's been able to foster an amazing community with her team as well. We've been doing several calls just this last week with Monday and Tuesday. We went over the Dominican Paradise Incentive and also with the Ready to Grow, so Cultivate 2. Let us know in the comments if you guys are all pushing for that. It's an amazing incentive. I'm so excited for those of you who are pushing. We had a lot of you who qualified for Kona, and we're excited to continue these incentives. Also on Tuesday, we went over the Share YL code. And also with customer sharing. So be sure to check that out because all of these different programs and all of these business enhancements have really one big thing in common is that we're trying to help people to narrow down into the key behaviors that's going to grow your business, which is share with you. Reach out to your upline or your leader development representative on how sharing 2 can help you to get to the point to help cover your monthly order or help you to grow towards star and senior star because it really is the key foundation. But today's focus, we want to be going over the Make a Shift kit. And it's a new kit that was released at convention. It's absolutely amazing. Let us know if you've already bought it and also which product is your favorite in this kit as well too. And Angela's going to be going over a little bit more in more detail. But before we get started, I want to show you a video just to kick off the Make a Shift. And then we'll go and get started into these bundles and how to utilize them best into your business. You guys, who is excited about these Make a Shift bundles? I am so excited for all of you. Please, at this time, if you know people on your team who are ready to make a shift, who are looking to try to grow their business and to create good duplication models, tag them in the comments because they're not going to want to miss this. And let them know as well about the previous videos that we've done and the calls that we've done earlier on this week. We are so excited to launch these new kits. We have already launched them at convention. They're available to you. For US customers and brand partners, you can get them onto loyalty and one-time orders, and it's limited 1 per account per month. Each of these Make a Shift kits with both the essential oils, with the Ningxia and the Thieves, they all price at $112 and 112 PV. If you utilize the ShareYL code with the 10% off, it'll bring them both down to both the price point and the PV down to 100 PV. This is amazing. It's such a great price point for people to get started, for people to get started with their journey on both with our essential oils, with our Ningxia, and with our Thieves. Here's some of the other kits that we talked about before and some of the pictures that you can use as reference. And I'm so excited for Angela to be able to break down this kit and talk about with what she's been doing to help promote it with her team. Angela, I'm going to turn the time over to you.
Hey, everybody. I would love to know, we're specifically focused on the essentials kit today. And I would love to know in the comments, out of those 6 oils that are featured in the Make a Shift Essentials kit, which one is your favorite? Like, could you pick one of 6? I mean, when I ended up looking in my bag just now for the products that I had on hand, I have a Thieves Roller, but I also had Stress Away and I had Deep Relief. And y'all, I don't go many places without these things. So it is so fantastic. If I had to pick one, I think probably, oh gosh, it's such a toss up. Thieves. Oh my gosh, Purification. Are you kidding me? Stinky Teenagers. That's the life I live right now. And maybe lavender and peppermint. I mean, my daughter has only had lavender on her trip to Costa Rica this summer and Thieves spray. And she's like, Mom, I'm almost out of lavender. I'm like, I know, it's for everything. So, but these were the ones I had in my bag today. I would love to know in the comments what your favorite is, because what Young Living has done is not just created a price point that works for people, but they have picked 6 of our most popular oils, 2 singles, 2 blends, and 2 roll-ons to make this literally an easy button for our new customers who are ready to make a decision about getting started with their account. And I'm telling you, when they announced this at convention, I got chills watching that video. I felt all of the reasons. My mom started actually 17 years ago this week. This is her oil anniversary. And our team, Living Well Now's oil anniversary. We built from a love of the products and the point that they worked. So I have to give a disclaimer that I'm not an influencer. I don't have any crazy amount of followers because of anything special, other than I really am passionate about helping women help their families, like, period. Like, that's what this is about. So and I'm also in my 40s, so mid 40s. So let's also be clear that reels are not simple for me, and having to create on social media is sometimes a high stress scenario, which is why I carry Stress Away with me for most things. So if you can relate to some of that, I just want to level the playing field a little bit. Because when Make a Shift came out, I knew we had to order it right away. And my husband hadn't processed his loyalty order for July yet. So I said, put this on your order. And can we just give a shout out to shipping and really fast speeds? In Arizona, we received that kit in like 3 or 4 days. So I opened it up and I put it on my stories. And I talked about how I use Deep Relief. I talked about how I use Stress Away. I talked about my stinky teenagers and how I have to have Purification on hand. I talked about building immune systems for back to school with the Thieves product. I talked about the versatility and simplicity of having lavender and peppermint. And I saved all of those things to my highlights. And I just did it like, I don't know, I told stories more than I used, stock images. I love that Young Living has those. I would also note that Life Steps app has a lot of content and stuff for brand partners. So that's a great resource. There are other sites that are duplicating as well. Super, super grateful for everyone using their gifts and talents in that area. But if I had to give you 3 tips and 3 strategies to make this Make a Shift kit work for you, this is what I would say. The first thing, and some of this came, not my content, but my inspiration comes from Jen Jordan's amazing convention talk. If you have not watched her, and you still have until August 18th to watch those replays, so brand partners, grab some friends, sit around your TV and catch some of these key replays, because Jen brought the fire to how to duplicate this easy Make a Shift kit, because that is tip number 1. Do something that is duplicatable. Do something that is duplicatable. So provide education, provide your personal testimonies, and provide them in a way that is easy to understand, not verbose. I didn't get into all of the oils that are in the Thieves blend. I can rattle those off, no problem, but I didn't talk about that on my stories. I talked about how we have to have it around our house to keep our immune systems strong. And I diffuse it and I put it on the bottoms of my feet and I showed people how to use it. The second thing is you've got to convince people that this is the right thing for them. So that is about offering value. So meaning like, what does it matter if they sign up with you or they get their oils off of Amazon? So whatever that translates to you, maybe your team has some really key education or events or community that you want to invite people into. Maybe you are offering a free roll-on or a $20 product credit or something within the guidelines of Young Living for people who sign up with you. Perhaps you are offering value because you intend to take somebody's hand and walk them through this process. I always tell people the worst thing that can happen is for them to come back to me in a year and say that they hadn't used their oils at all. So I make it a point to personally follow up with each person. Yes, I have systems in place as a platinum leader, but I also make it a point to follow up with people and really treat every person as if they're my first level that come onto our team. And the last tip I would give is to help people point to tools, right? So teach them how to fish. So McKay has the product right there. Obviously I didn't have mine with me, but McKay, I'd love for you to pull out the lavender and the peppermint. And so right away, I could say a million things about lavender and peppermint, but I made a post about that instead. So y'all, I just shared my post from Facebook to people who were asking me more questions. And really simply, all I said, I used a template, a strategy that I had seen one of the maybe Crown Diamonds use. And I just said very simply about peppermint and lavender, how versatile they were, how you could put 1 or 2 drops in a spray bottle. Y'all, we live in Arizona. It is not cool here. So 1 or 2 drops in a spray bottle with water and a little bit of witch hazel is a game changer in our cars right now. I talked about how lavender can create an amazing sleepy bath soak. I mean, we're just trying to simplify this for people and meet their needs. So those are the 3 tips I would use. The 3 strategies that I just shared, one was I posted some stories, right, over the course of a couple of days. And I followed up with DMs. That's people messaging me for those people who are like me and need just, what is a DM? That's what that is. So people messaging back and forth. And I had somebody who had been struggling to make a decision about the premium starter kit, that when I sent her the post that I had made on Facebook, that's my second strategy, make a post about it, tell what you love about it. When I sent her that post, she's like, done. And she'd ordered it like in 15 minutes. Now I had been talking with her for 2 months probably about DiGives and frankincense and Panaway. And while I love all of those products, it wasn't the right fit for her. So the Make a Shift kit was simple. It was easy. Another woman ordered without me even knowing it. I wrote on there how simple it was to get the kit on my stories for 10% off using the ShareYL link or the coupon at checkout. And she created an account without me even knowing it. Now, this is somebody I've known for 20 years who's kind of been around the edges, trying to decide if, Anne's just going to stick this out or not. Well, 16 years later, 15 and a half years later, because my kit didn't come until October of 2007, she finally understood the value of these 6 oils for that price point and the stinking cute diffuser. McKay, will you show that really quickly? This is my last strategy. So pop that top off because I want you guys to see. This is like it's kind of a soft, it's still taped on. Sorry, Vanna. I should have given you a better heads up. So it's the base of it is very similar to the Desert Mist and our other diffusers as well. So I just wanted you to be able to see. I literally uncapped this in my stories. And when I talked to people, I showed them how simple it was. A lot of people have gotten diffusers from Amazon. They've bought them for cheap. I saw them at Home Goods the other day. Obviously, you can get them a load of different places. But what I love is ours is hospital grade plastic. I always show people the quality. I talk about how I have diffusers that I've had for over 5 years that are still going strong. This is the gray lantern in the background of my video, if sight is an issue for you. And so I tell them, you just put a little bit of oil in. I only recommend 3 or 4 drops if they're brand new oilers at first look. They put it in, they put the little cone on top, and then they put the cover on. This has a little tiny light at the bottom. There's a couple different soft light settings for the whole diffuser, or you can turn it off completely. And that appeals to people too who have, been struggling with their sleep. Hello, mid-40s, and they want something that they can have in the middle of the night that also isn't going to keep them up. So those are a quick 3 quick tips, 3 quick strategies. Oh, and the last thing, we're totally putting this in front of our current customers at all of our events this summer. So August, September, October, we've got events already on the calendar, and the Make a Shift kit will be at every single one of them, because we want this to duplicate and for people to see that, yes, the premium Desert Mist Diffuser kit is a great price point as well, comes with a ton of value, but it may not be for everyone. Again, it's called the premium, right? So this one is for anyone. So we want to make that clear, and we're really advocating that at classes, because we think that, and we know from Young Living's research and the time and energy that they've put in giving us this kit, that this is going to be a great entry point for a lot of people.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Angela. You guys, this is so amazing. I hope that you guys learned a lot today, and that you put into use, into practice with the things that you learned. This really is an amazing kit. I have gotten so much feedback from a lot of leaders, not even just Angela, but so many of you that people are loving this kit. So if you haven't started talking about it today, please start talking about it today. I promise you, it's amazing. People love it, and it's going to continue to bring so much good to you guys in your business. Just one quick reminder. Thank you so much, Angela, for coming on today. Seriously, I know that you're so busy, and it means so much, and to everybody for you coming on and sharing your wisdom with us. But last thing, just as a reminder, we do have masterminds, Make a Shift masterminds that are starting next week. So please register for those. It's live on the Young Living USA Facebook page. So you can register for a time that works for you, and they'll be going on for about 5 weeks. And these masterminds have been great. I know a lot of people who fostered many relationships, even to this day, even when they started masterminds like 10 plus years ago. And a lot of people have attributed a lot of their success just from those masterminds alone. So not alone, but a lot of the ideas that have come from the leaders and in being able to strategize with each other. So really amazing. Take advantage of it. We'd love to see you there. And thank you guys so much for hopping on our call today. Again, please let your team know and your leaders know about these calls and the calls that have happened this week. We know that they'll be very beneficial. We're so excited. Let's make a shift today, and let's get started with our business and growing it and sharing it with everyone. Thanks, everybody.